A desperate cry echoes through the Nevada desert, piercing the scorching afternoon air. Wildlife photographer Alina Ramirez freezes, her heart racing. Years of experience tell her such sounds often herald tragedy, an orphaned foal, another victim of the unforgiving wilderness. But as she follows the haunting call, Alina has no idea she's about to witness a story that will challenge everything we thought we knew about animal intelligence, family bonds, and the extraordinary power of a mother's love. For over a decade, Alina had tracked wild horse herds across the remote canyons of northern Nevada, capturing their beauty and struggles for magazines and documentaries. But this sound was different. The high-pitched whinny carried across the sandstone walls with such anguish that Alina's chest tightened. She killed the engine of her ATV, listening intently. This was no ordinary cry. It was desperate, pleading. Following the sound, Alina rounded a bend in the canyon and stopped dead in her tracks. There, in the middle of the barren floor, stood a brown Mustang foal barely 3 months old. His condition was devastating. His once sleek coat had been ravaged by advanced mange, leaving his skin raw, hairless, and covered in angry sores. His ribs protruded sharply against his emaciated frame. Shallow breath seemed to take monumental effort. But what broke Alina's heart most was the foal's behavior. Every few seconds, he would lift his tiny head and cry out. The piercing call of a baby searching for a mother who was nowhere to be seen. "Oh, little one," Alina whispered, tears welling in her eyes as she carefully approached. Up close, the sight was even more heartbreaking. The foal weighed barely 150 pounds, half the size of a healthy colt his age. Infection burned in his open sores. His entire body trembled with exhaustion. And still, he cried, alone, abandoned, dying. Alina knew the cardinal rule of wildlife photography: never interfere. Document nature as it is, harsh realities and all. But her heart screamed otherwise. This wasn't just survival of the fittest. This was needless suffering. With shaking hands, she reached for her satellite phone and called the Bureau of Land Management's emergency line. Within an hour, a rescue team arrived, led by Dr. Daniel Hayes, a veteran wild horse veterinarian. His face darkened as he examined the foal. "This is one of the worst cases I've seen," Dr. Hayes muttered. "Advanced mange, severe malnutrition, dehydration." "I'm amazed he's even standing," Lena, who had quietly named the foal Arlo for the echoing cries that still reverberated through the canyon, asked the question that weighed heavily on her heart. "Can you save him?" Dr. Hayes paused, his expression grim. "Honestly, I don't know. Without his mother, the odds are slim. He'll need round-the-clock care and a miracle." Carefully, the team loaded Arlo into a specialized trailer. Even during transport, the foal refused to stop calling. Every few minutes, with what little energy he had left, he cried into the emptiness, searching for the mother he refused to believe was gone. At the Reno Equine Medical Center, Dr. Grace Liu, an equine specialist, took over Arlo's case. "The mange has destroyed most of his skin barrier," she explained to Elena. "Secondary infections are raging, but his greatest battle may be emotional. His trauma from being separated from his mother is worsening his condition." Even in intensive care, Arlo's cries continued. Weak, broken, relentless. Usually, Dr. Liu noted, animals this ill conserve every bit of energy. But Arlo is using his last strength to call for his mother. He hasn't given up on her. Alina stayed by his stall through the night, documenting his struggle with her camera, but also whispering encouragements, silently praying that somehow the little brown foal would survive. On the third day, when Arlo's condition had stabilized slightly, the impossible happened. "Alina, you need to come outside," Dr. Liu said breathlessly. Out in the hospital parking lot, Alina froze in shock. Standing at the edge of the asphalt was a wild Mustang mare. First, her body bore scars. Her coat was lean from hardship, but her presence was powerful. And she was calling, the deep, nickering sound only mares use with their foals. Arlo's mother. "Impossible," Dr. Hayes whispered. "Wild mares don't track foals to human facilities. They can't possibly know where we take them." But here she was, pacing, calling, desperate to reach her baby. Inside the hospital, Arlo heard her. For the first time since his rescue, his ears pricked forward, and he answered with a cry full of life. He struggled to his feet, his body trembling with newfound energy, and called back again and again. His vitals just spiked, Dr. Liu reported in disbelief. His heart rate improved, his breathing steadied. He knows she's here. With utmost care, the staff moved Arlo into an outdoor paddock. The moment he saw his mother, the exchange of cries between them silenced the entire veterinary team. The mare pressed against the fence, frantic to reach her baby. Arlo staggered forward, pressing his frail body against the rails, calling, calling, calling. "She's saving his life right now," Dr. Hayes murmured. No medicine could do this. Lena captured every moment through her lens, her hands trembling with awe. "How did she find him?" she whispered. 50 miles away through desert and city. How did she know? Researchers soon uncovered the staggering truth. The mare, whom they named Hope, had survived a flash flood that had scattered her family herd. Separated from Arlo, she had begun a desperate search. Over 4 days, Hope had tracked him for 53 miles. Evidence showed she followed scent trails, the paths of rescue vehicles, and even navigated through suburban Reno under cover of night. Security footage revealed her slipping silently through neighborhoods, avoiding cars, moving always toward the direction her foal had been taken. "Ain't this changes everything we know about animal cognition," said Dr. Oliver Grant, an animal behaviorist called in to study the case. Hope demonstrated navigation, problem-solving, and determination at a level we didn't think wild horses possessed. This is maternal love as a force of survival. From the moment Hope reappeared, Arlo's recovery accelerated. His appetite returned. His infections began to heal. The stress hormones that had blocked his immune system dropped dramatically. Within weeks, he was standing stronger, his skin regenerating, his once fading spirit reborn. "All of our medicine couldn't accomplish what her presence did in ours," Dr. Liu said. She didn't just comfort him, she saved him. Hope remained by Arlo's side at a newly established sanctuary, where researchers studied their bond. Donations poured in from around the world. Their story spread across national news, inspiring documentaries, children's books, and international conservation campaigns. 6 months later, Arlo was unrecognizable from the sickly foal Alina had first found. Strong, playful, his brown coat gleaming, he thrived under his mother's care. Their story had revolutionized wild horse conservation. The Bureau of Land Management adopted new policies prioritizing family unity in wild horse management. A new research facility, the Hope and Arlo Sanctuary, was established, dedicated to studying equine cognition and maternal bonds. For Alina, who had simply followed a cry in the desert, the experience had changed her forever. Every time I watched the footage of Hope arriving at the hospital, she reflected, "I'm reminded that love transcends species." Hope's journey proves some bonds are truly unbreakable. Standing in the sanctuary pasture, watching Arlo play and Hope graze peacefully nearby, visitors often found it impossible to believe that such a miracle had emerged from such despair. But Alina knew better. It was proof that even in the harshest wilderness, even against impossible odds, the power of love could not only save a life, it could change the world.